Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. This is Your Wish Fulfilled on YouTube, and we are going to be talking today about the fact that you're not actually manifesting in union with your SP. What you've actually been doing has been continuing to manifest separation with your SP. And how do you know that you've been doing that? Because that's the experience that you're having in the 3D. Okay, they're not manifesting for whatever reason. So we're going to go over those reasons right here. So the first thing we're going to talk about, you guys, is mental diet. Okay, mental diet. In a lot of my YouTube shorts and TikToks and stuff like that, I often will talk about how manifesting requires having, what do I say? Radical, if not delusional faith. All right. And something came to me the other day about how two things can be true at the same time. This was something that my ex used to say to me. He would use that to gaslight me, but I'm like, you know what? Some things do happen for good because this dawned on me. When I was thinking about imaginal acts, right? Because you have 3D, which is the result of what you have been imagining up to this point. There are two different realities at play here. It's not just the 3D, and a lot of us are stuck. We are stuck in 3D reality and thinking that that's the ultimate reality. Like we are our emotions, like everything. We're just so connected and attached to what's going on in 3D rather than being able to detach and refocus on what it is we're imagining. Okay, so it's like what you're doing is you're looking at the 3D, which is simply the mirror, and you're looking at the 3D and what's happening, and what you're seeing in 3D is not your SP. And so what you're going around saying is, I'm not manifesting them in. They're not here. We're not together. We're in separation. You may not be saying those things like outright, but that is what is going on in your imagination. Okay, you are too overly attached to what you are or are not seeing in the 3D. Okay, and so you can tell what your mental diet is simply by what it is you're thinking, the triggers that are brought up by the experience of your SP not manifesting. What are the thoughts that you're thinking? What are the emotions that you are feeling? What is this experience bringing up? Because all it is showing you guys is what's been in your imaginal acts room that has been continuing to manifest separation between you and your SP, despite whatever it is you've been doing. Okay, so, and a lot of the times, even if your conscious mental diet is exactly where it needs to be, okay, something not popping up in the 3D, especially if you are feeling triggered. And I know you are feeling triggered because you guys are leaving comments on my videos, which I welcome. Okay, very much welcome those. I'm not saying not to do that. Look at your comments though. If you have been leaving comments on my videos, go back and look at those comments, and you're going to see exactly why your SP is not manifesting, why you are continuing to experience separation between you and your SP, because 3D to you is more real than what is happening in your imagination, and you have yet to take control over what is going on in your imagination. Now, imagination is a lot more than just seeing it and adding in your five senses of the body. It also employs actually feeling it real. And what do they mean by feeling it real? Okay, feeling that what is going on in that imaginal acts room is more real than what you are experiencing and seeing with your five senses in the 3D. Okay, that's what they mean by feeling it real. This is what I mean by manifesting a lot of the times can require you to have radical, if not delusional faith. See, to you right now, the reason why you're not experiencing your SP in the 3D is because you feel it real more so in the area of separation than you do union, because you are too highly attached and anchored in the 3D. That's reality to you. See, there's two realities going on here, and one of those realities is simply a reflection of their true reality. Your imaginal space, the imaginal axe room, imaginal axe room, IAR, imaginal axe room. That is the ultimate reality. Okay. Now you may have some subconscious thought patterns. You may have some dominant subconscious thought patterns. You may have feeling states that are keeping you anchored in 3D being the ultimate reality. That's what releasing the wants is for. Okay. Which is that process that I always talk about. It's linked in the description box of all of my videos, including this one. Just check the description box below. Okay. If you cannot get yourself to this space, okay, radical delusional faith that you and your SP are together right now, that you actually feel that, you are sensing that, you feel that that's more real than the separation that the 3D is reflecting, you're going to continue to experience separation. Okay. I hope this is making sense. So again, we're just in summary, you guys. If you are not experiencing union with your SP, okay, and I understand a lot of you have been doing, manifesting an SP techniques for, months and years. I understand that. And it could very well be the reason why that's not happening is because you are too overly attached and too overly anchored into what is happening in the 3D. You feel separation between you and your SP is more real than union. And that is exactly why you're not manifesting them in. So what do I mean by radical and delusional faith? So let's say, 3D is reflecting that you haven't had a text or there's no contact between you and your SP for however long. Radical and delusional faith, when you go to your imaginal axe room, is saying, oh, we've been in contact this entire time. That's radical delusional faith. Or, it's saying, because we can think of multiple, what do they call those? Multiple realities existing at one time. This is, is it quantum physics or something are actually validating this. Like there are multiple realities happening at one time. And right now you are anchoring yourself in a timeline where you and your SP are in separation. There is another timeline that exists right now where you and your SP are together. You're happy. They call you every day. They text you every day, whatever. And, in order to merge those two timelines is the one where you and your SP are in separation. You need to detach yourself from this timeline and start anchoring yourself in this timeline where it's like my SP and I have been together. We're together now. They text me every day. And this feels more real than this timeline over here where you're currently in separation. That's how you get the two timelines to merge. You get this one to collapse and this one they start to merge in together. Okay. That's how you do it. And it's going to take radical and delusional faith. You're going to really have to look at it and be like, when your mind is like, they haven't called me in 5 months or they haven't texted me in 5 months. Radical delusional faith says, what are you talking about? You're delusional. We just got a text from them this morning. That's radical delusional faith. Okay. Another one is going to be, SP is happily with the third party. Radical delusional faith is like, no, they're not. They broke up with them a long time ago. Or for some of you, you might even want to be able to revise that never even happened. Okay. But you see how radical delusional faith goes. Now, if you have feelings, because if you guys remember, I talk about feeling states in terms of a feeling state is not just emotion. A feeling state is actually two components. It's a thought with an emotional charge attached. Okay. A thought that is charged by an emotion. It is that emotion, it's the glue, what anchors. It's that feeling state that anchors you in the 3D in the way, if you are feeling too overly attached to the 3D version of what's going on, the 3D timeline versus the one that's over here. There's two different realities going on here. You got 3D, and then you have the one in your imaginal axe room. Which one feels more real? Does separation feel more real than union? Then guess what? You're manifesting more separation. Okay. You need to exercise having radical delusional faith. And anytime your mind says, I haven't seen my SP in 5 months, you need to catch that and be like, that's this timeline. This timeline right here, the real ultimate reality is that we've been together. We're happy. We're madly in love. We're getting married, whatever. This has to feel more real to you than this if you want these two to merge and for this reality to become the ultimate reality, which it already is. The only reason why this one isn't fleshing out is because you still think this is real. You feel this reality over here, separation, is more real than union. That's the only reason why this continues to manifest. I hope this is making sense. Okay. I'm going to end this here. I know that it resonated. Be sure that you are smashing that like button for me. That is a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. It also keeps YouTube very happy, which means my videos in the channel stays in people's algorithm. It helps to grow the channel and get it in front of people that it normally wouldn't, otherwise. Comment below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what your questions are. I try to interact and engage as much as I can. Share and subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button and definitely share, because I guarantee you there are very few people in this community that are sharing information and teachings at this level. So let's get this stuff out there so we can help people get detached from 3D and get, more anchored into, what do they want to call that? We're going to call it the imaginal acts room, because this is where, the imaginal acts room is where 3D reality actually is, made, right? Okay. Love you guys. Talk to you guys soon.